With the death of Bastian Rogue and the revelation that Shelley the killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane to be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene clear, we stepped cautiously above. Oh, that's weird. March 25, Zengfa presidential plane. No president in sight. Now where could he be? Who knows? Ah, so he's hiding behind the full-fat door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Huh, sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you will be so kind as to examine the body. Alright, my only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Kamshu. So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. Not that I need it, but yes, that's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Okay, Freddy, Great Chief Extraordinary. We'll just have to take it from me. Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? No? I thought not. But I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get scoring this crime scene from top to bottom. It will take Detective Kamshu a while to assemble for backup, so I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Okay, let's start the case first. Nothing important lagi. Yeah, what's up? I guess I can give you this to cheer you up. He flashes his steel pointy badge and throws. Dress up or you'll be stewing under these lights until the cows come home. I've literally never said that. Then the mean old detective chimes in with, yeah, and you won't be getting any beef too either. Well, what exactly are you doing is like, well, just a little practice, prepping for the interrogation. You all are not fixing to put me through. Except that prosecutor had nothing to do with the killing or stewing of suspect. Guess that's not gonna cheer you up. What about this? Sure, I was the one who made that recording, but I know, you don't need to say anymore. At the end of the day, I'm just a lost reporter who can speak for herself, let alone the people. That's not true, and even if you can, the evidence can speak on your behalf. The truth is always hidden within the evidence, and it will always reveal itself in the end. Thanks, Raffles. I'll be stealing that line, if you don't mind. Sure. If it will cheer her up, I suppose I can let it slide. Ah, come on, cheer up, buddy. Okay, what about the red flag? Prosecutor's manner is impenetrable, and he cross-examined his subject without mercy. I was rendered speechless before, but I haven't even said anything yet. Okay, first I need to present this to Kay first. I knew I begged the truth about the lesser side, but who knew I stabbed a shot of Mr. the Killer too? Yes, we wouldn't have found him without your help. Well, just you wait. Next time I'll be bringing home the biggest treasure ever. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but yeah, don't worry. You know I wouldn't be stealing anything but the truth. For your sake, I hope that it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay, let's start with you. I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I beg scoops, not so. But then why lie about your jacket? And the laser sight, that was, I just know you all will think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me. I could never do something like this. I like to tell you everything will be alright, but just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it one way or another. Thanks, Chief. I believe in you. How many times must I tell you I am not your Chief? Sorry, Ruffles. Queen forgot your Chief number 2. That's not what I meant. Okay, and there's nothing. Okay. I guess I'm about to make the front page after all, just not for the reasons I wanted. We only scratched the surface of this case, Miss Light. It may not have to end that way. The assassin they never saw coming. The demon in the reporter's clothing. The shimmering sea devil calls the stunning young journalist really be the killer? You know the drill. I'll be the talk of the tabloids, the subject of scuttlebutt from here to who knows where. Surely those titles are a tad too much, even for the trashiest papers. Suddenly, the prosecutor pulled out a revolver and pointed right at the innocent young reporter. Her tragically short life over. Almost before it had begun, she crumpled, doll-like, into watery grave. Perhaps if you actually been shot, I could understand you saying such awful things, Miss Lloyd. But if I wait that long, I won't be able to say nothing at all. True. Okay, we have this. We have this. What about still somewhere? No. What about you, Kay? Did you care about still somewhere? The Steel Samurai is great and all, but everybody knows it's all about the gem ninja these days. Running around in old-timey Japan, having amazing adventures, singing cool songs. He's the best. Is he the one who isn't even actual ninja? That's him. He used the power of his amazing ninja song to become a superstar. Maybe I should give it a try. The singing tape. What do you think? A singing tape would be arrested in a heartbeat, which is a good reason not to stop her, I suppose. Okay. I must score the scene and expect anything that catches my attention. Okay, what about the armor? That looks heavy, so this is what the president wants, huh? Must be made of something super special. Yes, to protect him from bullets. What, so it's not just for show? Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why did you just say so? Now I feel silly. These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Look like they got a lot of use as well. I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying this for his kid, maybe his wife too. Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor. It's simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why you ask? Because he is human, and therefore he possesses only 2 hands. 20 hands will be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. Huh. Okay, this nothing suspicious at all. A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring straight at me. And look, there's a big lever right by its bite. Don't even think about it. I wasn't thinking anything, I swear. I imagine that lever up at the panel beneath my feet. I see. So standing on a tractor. I strongly advise you to not pull it. Do so, and you will regret it. You know, I'm okay without taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer. Document of some kind. You could always steal a glance. Another security plan. Huh. It's different. Also covered in case of amphibious assault. The president's safety is paramount. spectator areas will be covered at all times. Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can. Precisely. But wait, something's spilled out. It's the same rough diagram of the stage area. Yeah, like the other security panel one, the one from earlier. Something different, I'm sure of it. What could it mean? Time to put my powers of deduction to work.
Eureka!
The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Huh? Oh, you're right. Yeah, we made some last minute change yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Cook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. If the leader hadn't stepped in just then, we all have been out of the jail. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for a good measure too. And where were you while this was happening? You're the first one I overpowered, were you not? Oh, that's embarrassing. Shut up, kid. Now I get it. Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. Oh, it's you! Busted up my neck so that I can't even look my right. I was somehow astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rock's skills. He was truly a masterful of his craft. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention. I'm just as good as he ever was. You are a pound to his queen, my young friend. What the heck do you know? So that's why you remember Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skill as a bodyguard. Indeed, while I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives, but his in particular stay with me. It joined the very short list of those who ever successfully wounded me. So that's the connection I was talking about. And that's why he changed up the security plan. I had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in this range. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust. He only trusts two people, me and Rook. How does that explain your change of position? Oh yeah, you switch over to the right hand side. I told you, I can turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side, so I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Alright. I guess that's all. Oh. Two gas masks, in case of a poison gas attack I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times. Wow, gas masks. I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course. Well, from a fellow T5%. No, from the Jam in India, you know. My favorite kids TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married. Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns. And time to tune out. Myself, the brain still out. Okay, what about the pedal? Someone has left an inflatable butt and an aura over here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time. Wait, but there's only one aura. You can still roll with one aura, you know? What about this? It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. I must score the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. What about this? What on earth is this? Oh, it's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why it has been left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that's pretty weird. It certainly would be the first place someone picked to display a beloved item. Wait, are those a shard of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubby. Oh, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor. That's us. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and part of the plane's exterior, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. What do you mean? Okay. This monitor is displaying a tweet in spare room. They didn't go cheap when they bought this, huh? Very high res. Oh, I'm afraid I can't quite tell much, but I can even see a little crossfit around your arm. My bad. They're just the usual deeply etched lines, on your forehead. Did you quite finish? That's the outside of the plane. Most intruders would not have the approach without being spotted, but such measure would be mere child's play in my case. Whoa, you're saying you can get past camera like this without being seen? Of course, it is. You have to teach me how, please. Are you taking me on? Are you taking on apprentice by any chance? Hey, you do realize who you're talking to, don't you? Sorry. Had to ask though. What a great skill for a great teacher. Unfortunately for you, I'm not the type to take on understudies. You're not, huh? Shame. Shame? In what way exactly? Yeah, guess we check how. Now let's get... No. There's a wide selection of protective equipment. Bulletproof vests, hazmat gear. No way, there's even a space suit. I got the sense that the president thinks he's very much in need of protection at all costs. But what if he was in a gunfight, and there was a poison gas everywhere, and he was in space? What would he do then, huh? Can he simply put on the bulletproof vest, then the hazmat gear, and the spacesuit? That's probably easier said than done. Okay, let's check the body. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The bullet seems to have entered his under sample and went through his body. He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover, like it was on purpose. Because of that would appear to be lost blood, attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. The medic must have been brought in to try to save him. Sadly, it was too little too late. It's a bulletproof attached case. Bodyguards use them to shield their client from gunfire. There were some in case photographed too. Looks like rock and knife each had one. Oh hey, that's the photo I said. You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, please. But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, I take it snatch is your new favorite word. Maybe? Okay, the guy. Is the victim Mr. Bastian Roque, bodyguard to the president of Tengpa. He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started, which means he continued to this duty right up until his dying breath. At least he'll get posthumously promoted. Okay, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with your foot in your mouth. What do you mean? I mean, bodyguards don't even operate at the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place. Okay. So the victim was also carrying a revolver. It looked like he was trying to use it. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We shall check to see if he managed to fire any rounds up. All there, and no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zengpa too? Yep, sure was. There's always issue with the same model gun. Is it the same gun? No, this one is black. That one is not black. It's black. It's a trapdoor connected to the lever on that curious figure. Someone were out opening it. Everyone would have True, Mr. Rook, Mr. the Killer. Don't even think about it. I wouldn't dream of thinking of ways to take you down. Might I suggest you keep your monologues internal? Okay, yes, we gotta. Okay, the first task to him. I have high hopes for your investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. I must admit, I have never seen one of these up close. It's akin to a license, correct? I too. No way, you have a license to kill? No, but if I must spell it out for you. Nope, all good, thanks. You can keep that little nugget of truth locked up nice and tight in your heart, okay? So even like this bravado quickly crumbles in the face of an assassin. What about the gun? Such a frightfully blunt instrument, no knowledge or skill required. The use of such a tool speaks to fundamental lack of reverence for the craft, wouldn't you say? You're telling me there's a level of reverence involved when choosing a murder weapon? Indeed, I am, Mr. Edward. You wouldn't agree. A weapon? Well, I totally agree, and so does he. No, say sorry to Mr. Edward. No, say sorry, Mr. Edward. What is there even to apologize for? The code, gun. What about the plan? Huh? Where did you get that? This is today's security plan for the president's speech, correct? Yeah, that's right. There's me and there's you. Should have been me standing there, not him. I can't help but feel that he has some unresolved issue when it comes to Mr. Rook. Okay? I bet not even Rook saw it coming. And who could blame him? Guy like that getting killed by some minor league hack? Quiet, please. You. Now, Mr. Richard, continue with your investigation. Alright. What is he hoping to achieve here? Things are progressing well, I heard. There's no need to worry. Things are progressing just fine. Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of all kinds. Yes, I know. Indeed you do. So please take care not to double-cross me, accidentally or otherwise. I really have no choice but to do as he says for now. Can't believe I let an assassin onto the president's plane. You know very well it was for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight. Don't leave me that. I know what you really want. You do indeed, because you heard me say it already. I wish to know the truth behind Mr. Rock's death. But you did also say you were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone? You seem to have forgotten that there are more pressing matters at hand. I don't often tear up and get worried, but it's not entirely unheard of. Fine, I'll get back to the investigation. Good. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Edward. What about this door? The president is on the other side of this door, and what a door it is! Bet I could get the better of it though. Get the better of it. Doors aren't there to be beaten. But look how heavy it is. Look at that lock. It's just sitting there, begging me to try. Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course. Precisely for you to open. Wait, what is the reference? Right, so connect with a candle or Wait, I wonder, if you ever get a partner in crime? Partner in crime? Sir, I forgot the mic. Well, yeah, she could help me with log picking stuff like that. Creative is no greater ally than nature, Mr. Rachel. Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous threats. But this one isn't actually for that, is it? Yeah, I have to check everything, but I think I already checked everything. Now let's look at the new evidence. I guess there's nothing to inspect. Okay. Then the only thing we have to do is the logic. Next position, bullet through the body. Is this? Neck can turn his head to the right, so he was moved to the right side of the stage. Let's see the type. A shot from there. Next injury. Let's cover. He was shot. It's from the right side. Alright. How about we try this? Oh no. It's not been fired. Found in a trash can. Was targeted during speech at premeditated death. Nick can turn his head to the right so he was moved to the right side of the stage. The bullet passed to the victim. Where did it end up? Found in trash can, not easy to acquire in this counter. Maybe the gun. Oh yeah. The two guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely the one we found is also from Zengpa. The bodyguards all got their guns from Zengpa authorities, right? Yes. Are they like superhero or anything? No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either. Ooh, and here I thought they might be valuable treasures. Yes, it is something of a sort. Wow, I just mentioned treasure and you actually responded for once. I only meant to point out if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trust them, which would have made them treasure of the evidence variety, I suppose. See, everything is a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation. You could say that. Alright then, it's a treasure hunting time. On with the investigation. She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. Alright, already. No. Oh man, I have a memory of a goldfish right now. It's targeted during the speech, a premeditated attack. Or maybe I have to look at the evidence, seeing it in a new light. Yes. This part is called the creep. I've held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand. This one is no exception. Okay. There's nothing to see here anymore, I guess. I don't believe there's anything more to be found here. I guess not. So let's logic again. Or maybe I have to show them. No? Yes, not. This director. And if I go here, this is not here. If I go there, I go there. That's funny. Alright. What about if I present it to a side scroll? It's hard to work being somebody's trusted sidekick. I don't remember ever asking you to be one. And how come you get to do all the detectiving and have all the fun? It's not fair. I don't remember becoming a detective either. But you've got the brains for it. All you're missing is a pipe in your hand. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about anymore. Are you kidding? We're talking about how to be a perfect sidekick. Maybe I should keep a database where I can store all the vital information we find. But then I'd just be doubling up on what you already do, huh? I should never be bothered asking. Okay. Let's logic again. What about this? No. And this bullet through the body. Fast is not. Yes. 2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because the 2 shots for her. One traveled to the flag and into the balloon, and the other took Mr. Rook's life. But there's a bullet on the president's face too, right? How is that possible? How indeed? The numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation. There is. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the face. In other words, 2 upper bullets were in fact 1. No way. He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact. Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure, I've known guys who got broken bones that way, but the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Let's not get carried away. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Remind me what those are again? Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining those grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of us all. You can tell that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Endless away. Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensic to find. What? But I was all set for some analyzing. That's quite enough investigating for a while. What is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so. Another witness? Who? You don't mean? The most important witness of all, the man on the other side of that door. He really intends to help me question the president? Now, if you will be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop right there, the killer. You're nuts if you think I let him anywhere near you. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you follow your bodyguard's life. Well then, if nothing else, we know what kind of man you really are. Mr. President, stop. You can do this. Just calm down. Come on, detective. Where the place is out. Ew. Relax. What's happening? Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the President after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No, stop. Yeah. Okay, you won't get away with this, the killer. I have seen enough. Now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. What the hell are you talking about? Whoa. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Ponce? Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it, so you can stop worrying. Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and she told us he flown the coop. We were too late, I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems there is an inflatable boat missing from by the window. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. What about the cordon around the park? I called everybody back stakes out the plan, including the gas station across the water. No, so he's completely slipped through our fingers? Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, no thanks to that murder. Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. A calling card, marked with a shisha. Guess he wanted to leave a message. The killer usually leaves this next to the bodies of his victim. Okay, nothing. But you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words. I've seen enough and I know the truth. I leave the rest of you in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. And now I know the truth. The truth about what? Roger that. I'll click out of here, sir. Over. What's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. Now? So he's the president of Zengpa, Mr. D. Junwei. And you are? It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am D. Junwei. Your efforts on behalf of Zengpa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You must be referring to the Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve for a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I've been observing your investigation. You're an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away. It's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean? Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Nike has apprised me the state of affairs, and from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zengpa Police Force, the finest in the world. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me to run of the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have Detective, forgive me, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zengpa jurisdiction. You fail to see enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanation from the head state. I say no, 1,000 times no. I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourself from this place. I do as he say if I were you, Edward. This can really be the end of the line, can it? Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. Why? Why let us come so far, only to pull the case out from under us? Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants, the affronter, the villain. I didn't murder nobody, cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sins and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no, 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why you ask me? Then I will tell you. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, you'll never know the truth. Mr. Racho, sir! Mr. Racho, there's gotta be something you can do. Think, Miles. Remember, how many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses, and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. And yet you always go to the truth of the situation in the end, with your greatest weapon of all, your words. Oh, we're playing chess with the president. That's cool. Now, let us analyze the state of play. And now, let me save here first. Become the prosecutor, or do you dare defy the direct order of the president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by any means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent on offensive, the best thing I can do is bite my tongue and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's head of a state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movement and expression correctly, I may be able to find my opponent. My first aim should be, why is he insisting on Zengpa taking over the case? The party said, time to make my opening game. Mine just come out. So, will you take over the case? Please, but did I give you permission? No, 1,000 times no. Bite my tongue. I am the leader of Zengpa. I have no time for your insolent back chat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You said that the investigation will not be assigned to your national police force. I do know enough of your pointless question. Good boy. The interior of this plane is sovereign territory of Zengpa. Ignorance is that so. Could be that our current location itself is significant. I should keep that in mind. It could be useful clue. Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case? Imbecile, cease your insolent gibberish. I need not explanation myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concerns. Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. You smarmy smart, I like it. As you said yourself, the presidential plan is sovereign territory of Zengpa, and from that we can infer that you believe the rules of the extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct? Extraterritoriality. Enough. Cease your objectionable whine. Are things too hard for you? You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. Okay, please calm down. You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true, extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting, so the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Huh. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is serpent territory, shall we? This next move will surely decide the picture. He may be the president, but nobody's untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Do you even understand what you're asking? Of course, if I didn't, I wouldn't ask it. Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself? I guess the expression, I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness. You didn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Five, the woman who's being more wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zenko. If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another attack command. Okay. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand. Nobody asks for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else. You dare tell me how to govern, how to live? You dare contradict me? On the matter of Miss Light guilt, yes, I do. No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There's nothing left to debate. Oh no. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There's no other viable suspect. Fascinating. So he's claiming that Miss Light fired at him from outside the plane? This could be a vital clue. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Even after asking, of course. This is... I have no more time for this. That would misfire. But... this is Senko, huh? Time to deploy my clue. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from the outside of the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Light cannot be justified. Yeah! How could I have bested by a mere prosecutor? But I'm the president. The president! Checkmate. Mind chess. Checkmate. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. I hereby officially and unreservedly confirm my approval. Consider it as a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without number acts such as unmistakably and irrefutably, there can be no other outcome. For our goals are lofty and our hearts people of Zenko, I swear to you, here and now, this investigation will continue. All that when he could have just said, okay, you got me, Mr. Knight, if you care to return the evidence, well, take it. We did, Mr. Edgeworth. We sure did. Now the investigation can continue. Whatever, enjoy your pocket full of pounds. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you'll be so kind. What is it? Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself? Now you want me to testify? Whoa, that's your next move? If you want the President to testify, you will have to take him to court. All in good time, Mr. Knight. You will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide a detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so. That's... What's the matter? Is there something you rather we didn't know? Stand down. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Thank you for your cooperation. Now listen, and listen well. President Wang's testimony. Where was I when the incident occurred? At the stage of court. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang, a shot rang, and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguard tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself into the bulletproof vest I was wearing. I guess if you look at it in one way, the President is also a victim. Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. A cover-up, huh? I know there was more to this case than meets the eye. And the President isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get the bottom of this once and for all. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Hold it! Maybe we need detail of this. When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted? Was I aware of the... No! I was aware of my audience, nothing else. When I step up to the podium, I enter another world entirely, a place of rapture, a place beyond words. Yeah, I think that's called stage fright. I bet you were like a deer in the headlights. No, 1,000 times less. I remember every second. Each moment is indelibly etched in my memory. When Rook and I stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken back. Then bang, a shot rang out, and a blemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Gone, bang, bang. So... Hold it! About the third balloon, are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor? No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember. Very well. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on the either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hues stood dark against the sky, just as the security plane said they would. The same security plane we found in the trash can, I assumed. Rook and Knight leaped to my aid just before the balloon exploded. Two balloons. I guess this one. Objection! No? The gun goes bang bang. So it should be that, but okay. What about this one? Oh yes. Just one balloon, not two. You say it was plain red balloon that burst, but I strongly beg to differ. Wha- Take a look at this. I think you agree that it's hardly plain, Molchia. No! What? Who's that? Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him, especially if you are hoping to interrogate yourself with the people of this country. Yeah, you need to watch the GMA Ninja too. It's amazing. So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was in fact of the Steel Samurai. But the briefing mentioned two plain red balloons. And they are like on the security plane. They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons. Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. It seemed that Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir. Borrowed? That's what we're told. I guess they only reported the incident to us, bodyguard staff. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow. So they swapped it as an emergency replacement. Yeah, one of the stallholders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they say. A happy-go-lucky stallholder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Ah, Larry. They fill just the bottom of part with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon. So while it was still Samurai balloon, it was meant to look like a plain red one above the water. Is that the long and short of it? Knight, why was I not informed of this? Sorry sir, we didn't think of it was a pressing issue. And indeed, we saw it and knew no different, correct? Yes, I suppose so. Could he really mistaken the Steel Samurai? Steel Samurai pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you will not notice something different about the balloon. Of course. What's that outburst for? Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon. You couldn't see it? That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view. Is that so? Yes, those two flags. They were being blown back towards me. Oh my god. That's new. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read that. There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident, strong enough to blow the flags just such a fashion. But does that conflict in a way? Yes, it does. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. It has? Yes, a contradiction that will turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly, for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President described, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence that is? Take that! This one. Earlier we deduced that the bullet struck the Steel Samurai balloon, and the bullet passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the President describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. In a way, if the flags were pointed in other direction, exactly our trajectory changed completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired the shot. Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean... Yes, I know. We may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Who does the bullet need to make it the one that fired the shot? Knight? Take that! The person who fired the shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? The path from the balloon back to the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck will he go around shooting the balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin? Seriously, sir, we put up with a lot from you, but this? We're president wearing bodyguards. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this, Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Richard, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during the crucial moment. The first shot was fired right after the time the president raised his face. This is evidence that just shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what was happening with the flag then too. Like this. It's either the photo or not that one too. Oh, yeah, that flag. The second picture. Your proof is in this picture right here. This should be good. Which picture? Picture? Where? You can see which way the flag was really blowing right here.
Take that!
Well, do you deny that it truly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon, making him the assassin? Mr. Knight. I guess he wasn't there to assassinate the president. He's there to assassinate Mr. Rook. Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer or I might aim for something else next. There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shoot the balloon. That fact alone changes everything about the case. Decide. Why did Knight's assigned position change? I told you I can turn my neck to the right. I could only cover the president's left side, so I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan had been changed, that Knight had remained posted on the line. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even be able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of copying one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different security detail reorganized at some point. Yeah, we made some last minute changes yesterday. President orders. That's right, the president was the one who ordered the change. I'm reading things right. The president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshair today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that has been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such a heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his face? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There's only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to fire this gun: to create the illusion of an assassination attack. What? Huh? Idiot, you do understand what you're saying. Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything. Most of all, I understand why you're so keen to take the investigation off my hand, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. How dare you speak me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke? Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reason, nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of a gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired the gun. He did? Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit. So then, what's the deal with the one in the face? I'm willing to bet that the bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all. That's not true. Was shot, I told you. Well, we will be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? But you said it yourself, you found the shooter and photograph, the person with the right foot. I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points the only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. Then where does Debbie fit into all of this? She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place their suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin, the highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president. That's right, then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red bullet shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. But then the case would have gone cold. Exactly. Exactly. What our friends here were hoping for. Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case. Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. What the hell? Oh. No, the presidential mask has all and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it? If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. How could I let this happen?
Objection!
That's enough, Edgeworth. Mr. Knight. Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. So go ahead, keep running your mouth. Perhaps it will be better if we start to threatening each other with words. Hey, he wouldn't, would he? Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you out. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had certain something that allow you to conceal your action. A certain something, huh? Mighty specific. What did Nick use to hide this action from the crowd? This case.
Take that!
My attached case? Yes, take a look at case photograph. Your icon is completely obscured by that case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun, and in such a way that she wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
You don't like to let the facts get in the way of good theory, do you, Echo? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. Notice what? That theories are all you have, conjectures. Nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hit my gun with a such case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn mine. It's all just a speculation, circumstantial evidence. At best, you can prove any of it. If you at least had a bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensic to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You're gonna go dredge it up? I hate to say it, but it's right. I don't have anything to consider. I thought now, maybe you know you can search for more. Miss Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you wanna say, Miss Journalist? No, never mind. That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd, I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You're a journalist after all, are you not? Dang it, I can't stay quiet any longer. Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I think carefully before opening that matter, please. I was so focused on begging a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of it. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Richard, I should have shown you this before. What is it? It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I done. I never shot anybody. You stupid. I thought I told you spill and you go down as an accomplice. It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Sengpa's embassy sniffing out a story like I told you. This was 3 days back. He came up to me out of the blue. Just started talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president. That's kind of stuff. But what about the gun in the trash can? That I don't know nothing about. I swear it. All she told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point the pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in your face so bad. I'm sorry. Truly I am. Thank you, Miss Light. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a shame. What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you? My sympathies, Mr. Knight, that you successfully removed me from this case as you intended. Perhaps then you could have kept your tongue quiet, huh? I thought there was no bullet in there. So let me get this straight, you told Tabby. If you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder or something like that? Of all the dirty. I said no such thing. President, man? Give it up, Mike. It's time we can play. It's our only choice. So, Mr. President, you admitted that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt. I do. I'm sorry. But why? Why do something like that? My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies, all of it. And the bullet in the face, was, it was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today. But then, what was up with the killer? Our friend get out somehow, and then he just appeared, all blind on turning our fake assassination into a real one. Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job. There is one thing I don't understand though. Oh, and what would that be? Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real? That's true, and therein lies the real question. He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have native of Sengpa, but he was someone I could fully trust. Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who hides from his own shadow. Sound like he was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, Sir? I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too then, correct? He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused. And you would have done well to listen to him. Ah, this is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. Oh, what was so great about him anyway? What's gotten into him? He was just another piece of the board, there to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you? Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious court back down when you need him to step up the most. I follow your support too, of course, but look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that the spineless pool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. We are all aware of your ambitions, Knight, but doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? Why? My plans this time was perfect, as they always are, and as they always will be. That's quite a statement, especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure. Yeah, no thanks to you, and that buffoon Rook. And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault? If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me, and I wouldn't have to let you on this plane. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted. But did he die protecting the president? Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was a fake. Oh, come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, I thought one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But that second? That wasn't me. Oh really? Then who did fire it? The real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with the knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the beast cowering quietly in the corner. Our little white queen over there. What? Miss Lloyd. Again with this. I'm not your dang assassin. But is that really true? I for one don't believe it. The gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you. Dang it. Nice gambit. Prosecutor gambit. As soon as I shoot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in his room while I was secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, he was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off the stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you? The knife doesn't protect the rook at all. It protects the king. You wanna translate? It means that his only concern was protecting the president. Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of the chase? But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a whole victory too. Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I keep the president safe, I win. Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case, for this is where our battle really begins. I can get. As soon as I shoot that balloon, I rush over to help Rook escort the president back into the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secure the president in the safe room. Again, just like
Hold it!
don't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attached cases? Yeah. Open them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We move into covering the position and use them to shield the president. So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield. Do you really believe Miss Wright to be that skilled as a marksperson? Huh, no. She was aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot. So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit. And that bullet simply happened to find its way past your attached case and through the gap of his face. Seems crazy to me too, but the facts are the facts. It was shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye, and the proof is in your hands. Oh, I can present this. It's not a single shot.
Objection!
So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Wright who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that? I'm sure. Well, what you propose would indeed match up with total number of shots. I heard the gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would the surplus number of shots heard from the gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, the reason for doing so is obvious, to ensure that whoever found the gun will conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And so in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon. I get it, so that's why it got 2 spent rounds, huh? Precisely, as we have already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either. Huh, nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade looting. But why don't you get to the point? You've come this far, spit it out. Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was
Take that!
you. You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Oh, finally got up to the courage to say it, huh? Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have. It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim on the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook alone together. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Objection. Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell how that works?
Objection!
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. But wasn't the president right next door? Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President, I didn't hear anything. But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not? The camera in this room is normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room. And that's what you did this time too, right? Well, that is... What's gotten into it? Mr. President, this is vitally important. Please, President Mang. Fine, I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears. What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real? Yes, because I hate sound of guns. Just the slightest hint of that awful noise and oh, it's just too much. Oof, they're sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. Ahem. Mr. Knight, you saw that the President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera from this room hadn't been switched off, which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot strike at Mr. Rook. Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly? You think I killed the whole outfit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day. I want to believe you, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? But you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it? No, because this gun isn't the murderer. You know this from the number of bullets fired. Yeah, well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start? What? Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet, the bullet that hit the roof. That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it. Maybe, but can you prove it's not true? Not with any certainty, no. You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on. A single piece of evidence straight through my heart, I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for? There must be something, mustn't there, Mr. Richard? If you can prove it, Davis. Please, Raffles. I messed up. I know I did. I should never have done what I did. Not even for school. But murder? No, that ain't me. Ain't a murder's bone in my body. Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murderer. Wait, perhaps again. If you at least had the bullet that burst that balloon, we might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could run forensic to see if it matched my gun. If you had the bullet that killed Mr. Root, forensic could tell us which gun it was fired from. No proof, no case. End of conversation. Hold it right there. What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof. Of course I do. This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours. The bullet that killed Mr. Hook is the key to ending our little game. Very well. My conclusive evidence is not in my possession. Not currently in my possession. Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over. However, it is here in this room. What? I see now, the bullet that killed Mr. Hook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we shall cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Hook's life then found itself lodged in the past. He's right, if that person hadn't been wearing that vest, things would have been a lot worse. But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look like if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet? I like it, a twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on then, don't keep us in suspense. Does any of the evidence point to where the bullets that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up? Inside of him, I guess. Bled to death from a gunshot onto the torso. The bullet passed clean to his body. Oh no, not inside his body. My death ended up. Oh, I guess
Take that!
there's something very clearly missing from this room. Yes, a prosecutor with common sense. Take a look at the bank of security monitors. Oh, I see you've caught on Mr. President. Splendid. These are screens here showing views from all around this airplane inside out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft, and that's because one of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President? There was. I have no idea what my flash is doing there now, though. It appears to be someone's faint attempt to hide what is obviously lurking. But where did it go, and why? Why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe that the bullet in the face was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So where did the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe that it must be hidden somewhere in this place. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gomsi, conduct a search if you will. Right away, sir. Mr. President, as the reality, remember? I have no set objection to the search. Please go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way. What are you? I don't believe this. Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else? The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind. Sir, I found the monitor. Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet. Let's see, if I put my hand here and just... Come on. Get it! Well, would you look at that, Blanc. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested. Strike to your heart. Even you must now admit that this bullet didn't come from a spectator area gun. Then Miss Lloyd cannot be the Rook's killer. What, no pity comeback? Detective, have forensic analyze the bullet for striation and compare them to the gun we found. Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence in. You can count on it. Alright, let's hear what the forensic has to say. Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim, proving that it's bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun. Probably from when I handed all the evidence over. Now for the key part, the striations. If there are no damage, then the slide is in the clear. Lastly, the striation in the bullet are a match with this weapon. What? But how could it be? No way! Oh, come on! There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet. How? Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof I was right. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me back into the corner, did ya? Guess you misread the ball. Guess the only one back in the corner here is you. Oh, shoot. Next counter. There's no denying it. Forensic proof that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves you, your little friend. The heck killed Rook? She's murderer, and you just proved it. Your move, George, but just remember two things. One, where you found that gun, and two, which gun that the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. Ah, how did it come to this? Me and the president, we admit to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer is. There's no ability, is there? Don't let him get to you, okay? We just need to get over his statement again. There must be something further we can deduce from that. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. I need to drink first. Okay, now that. Yes, who indeed? Still can bring yourself to admit the truth, huh? I get it, I was in your shoes just a few minutes ago. Burned me up on the inside, you know? Made me really want to shoot someone. Sorry, it's no laughing matter, I know. But we both know who really did shoot someone, don't we? What about this?
Hold it!
What proof is there that Miss Floyd fired that gun? What proof? How about the forensic you ordered? They didn't find her prints though, did they? Yeah, the only prints they find were yours.
Objection!
From when I confiscated the evidence, probably. Anyway, says it wasn't Miss Journalist, was it? Because it can't have been me. Your own investigation put shooter in the spectator area, did you? Ah. Are you ready to admit it yet? All the evidence point in one direction.
Hold it!
Mr. Knight.
Objection!
No, you hold it. You are the one who proved this. Or are you saying that forensic was wrong? The bullet had victim's blood on it, which means it must be with one person's life. And it does seem to have been found again where the trash can. Don't you just love this? Your face, Edgeworth. What a picture. Ah. Oh, man in dire straits, yes. Well spotted, you. Let's just agree that the facts what they are and move on. That can fire the fatal bullet.
Hold it!
That's not what I proved it out. Oh yeah? So what did you prove? Still trying to make this about how I fired the first shot? Sure, you proved it and I admitted it. But so what? You're forgetting that you're here to do one thing, and one thing only. You got the right to uncover the truth. And you think ruining your country's relationship with Zhengfa is going to do that? No, your job is to solve an attempt assassination, nothing else. I'll decide what my job is. Thank you very much. You don't get to tell me what to do. Oh sure, let the trial go cold while you flip your wing over who gets to say what to who. Or you could finally do the right thing and admit that your little friend is guilty. Never, you're guilty one here. There's no doubt about it. The markings on the bullet are consistent with those left by the weapon from the trash can. But if Mr. Knight were have to tamper with the gun somehow, he could have done it once I handed over the evidence, and not the moment before. Is there anything we can do, Mr. Shaw? There must be something. Our reasoning thus far has been sound, I'm sure of it, which means we can overcome his defense this time as well. Really? Even with the forensic result on his side? If the testimony is untruthful, there is always a contradiction to be found. Let's listen what he has to say himself one more time. Alright.
Hold it!
Oh, that's...
Objection!
What was it you said? The forensic will back you up? Ah. How does it feel? Not so good, I imagine. The bullet and the gun are matched with such work that kind of in the tree, you know? Even simply I cannot accept that. But sir, There's no denying the evidence. There isn't. So what am I missing? If I assume it's line beans and then the gun and the bullets should be matched. What is it, Kay? How's your thinking? If the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question? Well, there's no attempt to did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there. I seem very sure about this. Call it my creative intuition. Intuition, huh? Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Wright to be a malicious liar, which means, as someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not personally bad. If I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it will have to be the gun. If something untoward is going on here, it will have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. I do as he said, Mr. Ashford. Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt about it. This gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. This means that it must be belong to you, Knight.
Take that!
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it.
Hold it!
Yes, who indeed? Sorry. Okay.
Hold it!
What proof is there like the project?
Objection! Hold it! Objection!
No, you hold it. The blockage, which means block and one doesn't. Don't you just love this? What if you trust this?
Hold it!
You could have only done it once I handed the evidence, not a moment before.
Hold it! Objection! Objection!
Not good.
Objection!
This one?
Objection!
No. Well, this seems to be a bullet that killed the hook. Who pulled the trigger?
Hold it!
The bullet and a gun knife.
Hold it!
In the middle of a game of chess. Yes. By the time he handed the evidence back, he must have switched the gun in front of the trash for a sound, then it would make complete sense that the bullet markings matched the gun were looking. Perhaps taking a job near half time. My move. So we have to prove that this isn't the gun. He was switching the bullet then. So this one.
Objection!
No? Okay.
Objection!
No.
Hold it! Objection!
Question. He switched it, right? No, it was a gun. He switched it. But how do I prove it? Okay, let's go. From the trash can. So, to attempt with the guns, full of on guns for the hypothetics, not a moment before.
Hold it!
You handed the evidence back to me. You must have switched again. You found the trash for a song. Then it will make complete sense that the bullet markings match the gun we're looking for.
Hold it! Objection!
The bullet had fixed and blows on it. Principal, the one that took smart and tossed himself in front on the gun we found in the trash can. Just like this in the face it, let them fire the fatal bullet.
Hold it!
Ouch. Yes, who indeed?
Hold it!
What proves Japanese like the gun? What proves? Yeah,
Objection!
well, because it cannot be named one. The shooter unexpected rarity. I read that limited in one direction.
Hold it!
That's not what I pointed out. Okay, how can I kill this?
Objection!
Oh, let's see. Can I be made or something like that? It takes the other time.
Hold it! Objection! Objection!
Ahead of time. This seems like a killed the hope. Shall I kill our only people can take shall emblem? One month was missing. Which one the spectator that marked was monstrous. The incident. Two spine bullets in the center, missing the two guns that crossed it. This must be a weapon that was used. They said it was switch. This it controlled aiming a bit while the second draw.
Objection!
Man, this
Hold it! Objection! Hold it! Hold it! Objection! Hold it! Objection! Hold it! Objection! Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
maybe the four.
Hold it!
Press one again. And then the four.
Hold it! Objection!
Maybe one and two.
Hold it!
Oh, three and one.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
You're dealing with such across, but you know this position to see like as per the time when we end that the illustration must switch to count. It makes complete sense that the blood must become
Objection!
this is hard. Really hard. What the hell? Never mind. Oh. The bullet killed the first fight from the gun. You can't be spectator and
Hold it!
Those working in the first can Mr. Knight. Temple can somehow but conceal. In the top of the evidence, not a moment before. Just for his skin sound assured it, which means we can overcome his defense this time as well. Really, even with forensic assault and society, because thoughtful there is always a contradiction to be found. Let's listen to her for one more time.
Hold it!
Yeah.
Objection! Hold it! Objection! Objection!
Yeah.
Objection!
Oh. Admit it, you switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the marking missed the weapon in question. It was yours all along. Huh. An intriguing move there at your end. You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining under investigation, you took the laser sight from the gun and thrown in the trash can and put it on your own. Then not long afterwards you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found. I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you found that run forensic on that bullet sometimes in the future? Is that so strange? You're a chess player after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead. I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, you even have proof that I met the switch. Oh no, this is her next counterpart too. The gun is the same model as mine. Oh, sure, but it's just coincidence. And look, there's lasers on the edge. Also, take a look at the cylinders. 2 spent bullets, just what you expect to see. So what proof do you have of switch the original gun out for mine, huh? No, that's what. You say I'm overestimating your abilities. You surprise me. What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you. That's for sure. Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is. Well, I don't see chessboard here, do you? Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up. I just didn't have the right evidence. I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I imagine. Next one for part 2.
Hold it!
A coincidence, you say? Or was it necessity? It can be both, Cal. Sure it can. Me bodyguards needs to protect our president. And the girl needs to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about him. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's out of that we also happen to use. Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? It's probably something to do with its ease to use, no spend casing to chase down, for example. Exactly, the perfect tool for a job where you can afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, it doesn't make a whole lot different either way.
Hold it!
Because you shot it on there. Put up or shut up at your where's your evidence? Well, that is. Don't go making a decision you can back up. How did your daddy never teach you that? As it stands, the facts are in my favor. Two spans bullet, just what you expect to see. I've been meaning to ask you actually, what about your run weapon? How many span bullets are in its cylinder? Dog girl, well now. I'll let loose a few rounds out there as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. But even if I were to tell you how many times you're at the time, you have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to solve the gun properly, you have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. You didn't have a chance to put on any golf though, which means... Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing in time, don't you? Game's all but done, see? That means the bullet.
Objection! Hold it! Objection!
Something secret if you did, you have made your move by now. So, if you prove striking start short, you can be given the chance to investigate any further. I'll have to work with what I've gathered, think about things, consider all the possibilities. How are we supposed to prove this history gun? We don't have any direct evidence. It's only that the over time that's the evidence. Shouldn't be lined up like they do, right so? Right, we must carefully them. Closely and there somewhere.
Objection!
Oh my ass. It's time.
Hold it! Hold it!
Two spent bullets. Yes, if I will tell you how many times, no way perfect, of course. As point we have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. You don't have the chance to put any gloves though, which means switch.
Objection!
The bullet, I guess the gun.
Objection!
Oh, the gun. I have your proof right here. And that's your proof. I think you've been working too hard at your not the gun, so the evidence is here. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does look like belongs to you. I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook, the bishop, not the pawn, surely. Evidence the gun will provide text that form of fingerprints. Fingerprints. Namely, your fingerprints.
Objection!
My prints? Bah, of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be there?
Objection!
What if I told you there are prints on part of the gun that shouldn't have touched at any point? What? Well, you can prove that. Oh, but I can't. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happen as you said. Allow me to present the kind of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective. 2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir? The bullet. You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence, but if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There were 2 spent bullets in the guns we found. Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon, and he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few at once he let loose shot during our little game. And after each shot he reloaded his gun out of habit, with his bare hands of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report. Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. That's... And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the gun. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin. I didn't... Checkmate. No. All the Easter eggs. I was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook. If it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole thing. My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. I'm afraid this is as far as we got for today. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom. But it's not fair. It's not fair. Gain all his muscle, I guess. Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that. He's suddenly very presidential again, now that you're back outside the plan. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination. You want me to handle it? Not Rook? Rook refused, but I can rely on it. Can I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail, and he'll play his part like the pawn he is. The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Nike in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decisions to end Rook's life. Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with. You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played, and I will know that to be made to pay for my action in one way or the other. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I'll be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I return home, perhaps you will visit us in Japan. You will always be welcome. Oh, thank you. You all don't know how grateful I am. Well, that ends well. Miss Lloyd, the accusations of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. But the fact remains you are willing to participate in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know, and I'm awful sorry about everything. Truly I am. I understand your desire for a school, but there are limits. There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Richard. That was something else. Local prosecutor self-assassination conundrum earns eternal gratitude of President. How's that for a thought? Hey, that's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun. As well as she'll be, this case is not over yet. It isn't? How come, sir? Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
Take that!
The killer's calling card? Mr. The Killer has yet to complete his assignment. You mean he might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could outlaw to do something more sinister yet. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of the president, the case was all over the place, and my preparation for Mr. Next trial was constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in line who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it, but in the midst of the frenzy that followed, the president got killed. Never noticed that this was the only first move in the game, far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Whew.